Good morning. Welcome to the annual Academic Recognition Ceremony. My name is Kelsey Frederick, and I am a teacher here at Colerain High School. We are here this morning to celebrate the dedication and academic excellence of the Summa Cum Laude graduates of the class of 2022, as well as to highlight their impact on Colerain High School. This recognition ceremony has become a very sacred tradition here at Colerain, one that as a staff member is an honor and a privilege to be a part of. The qualifications to become a Summa Cum Laude at Colerain require that a student earn a 4.40 or higher cumulative weighted GPA and no quarter grade lower than a C. They have merited numerous accolades, challenges, and collectively have been offered over $750,000 in scholarship opportunities. While today is about celebrating these seniors, they all know that they could not have accomplished all that they have without the love and support of their family, friends, and some key adults in their lives. It is my honor to thank those individuals on behalf of the seniors on stage. In addition to the family members and staff that are here today, there are also 60 Colerain students, including, I'm pretty sure, the entire varsity softball team, that are sitting to my left, who this year Summa is invited to specifically recognize and thank for their support in achieving their academic success. This is what has always made Colerain so very special. We are a diverse community, but one that supports each other through all the struggles, the setbacks, and the achievements. Each of our students has cultivated a community of support that is so distinctively characteristic of a Colerain graduate, and all of you in the audience have had a meaningful part of their success. It should be noted that our students on stage are very grateful and honest about your impact. So thank you for always pushing, always setting a higher standard for them to achieve, and always being there even when things may have seemed impossible. And now for our students. I am sure we would all agree that the purpose of education is not to teach students how to make a living, but how to make a life. We are not just here because these students have had all the right answers on their tests, which apparently they did, but more because of the individuals they are and the impact they have had on our community. The institution of education, our sense of normalcy, and the comfort that comes along with it was all taken from us back in March of 2020 as a result of the pandemic. Being an educator and not having students physically in our rooms to interact, grow, and learn with was a challenge that I personally never intended to have to overcome. Who wrote this? The halls, the cafeteria, the athletic fields, other campus common areas, as well as this very auditorium and stage were without the heart and soul of our student body. And I think we all can agree that it was deafening. Having these students back in our building and participating to make Colerain come alive again was the greatest blessing, and I would be remiss if I did not take the opportunity to personally thank each of you for all of your contributions academically, athletically, and socially to achieve our return to the classrooms, and what so many of us took for granted, our ability to build and continue relationships with our students. Character isn't defined by what you go through. It is defined by your response and actions despite what life throws at you. And it is remarkable that overcoming the challenges and setbacks over the past 2 years, despite a global pandemic, and academically succeeding while shifting to and from virtual learning, is the least of their collective accomplishments. These students are funny, creative, talented, and kind, and truly make teaching a joy instead of a job. Interacting with them reminds us every day why we love teaching. They have made their own teachers excited to come back to work and made us better as a result of great questions and conversations that were noticeably missing over the past 2 years. Without your commitment, standards, collaboration, passion, and perseverance, we would not be what we are. We would not be Colerain. I've had the privilege of working with most of the students on the stage and on the floor in both in and outside of the classroom. And this group of students are not just academically focused, but are extremely well-rounded, insightful, courageous, and caring people who have stared down adversity and personally have the strength to chase their dreams despite that adversity. Now more than ever, it is so refreshing to be together, to be with students, to cultivate great memories together, and to be able to genuinely celebrate their achievements. Our Summas have made content attainable for their classmates. They help out extra after practice, they tutor their peers, and are always willing to help to make everyone's journey more enjoyable. Additionally, I believe wholeheartedly this is just a short stop on their journey to success, because this group knows what it takes to do a project correctly, to see a goal through to the end, to collaborate, to be tolerant and to listen, to sacrifice, to struggle, to achieve, in a few short days, to fly. So students, thank you for your strong example. Thank you for your laughter and the challenge of teaching you more and in better ways. Thank you for filling our campus with excellence and admirable character. And thank you for the gifts you have given the community of Colerain, the student body, and most personally, the incredible impact you have had on our lives as educators as we return to our classrooms. You may not ever know the extent of the impact you leave on people or situations, but I know each of you have the ability to continue to contribute, challenge, and change our society for the better. Parents, thank you for sharing your kids. Thank you for raising them to be outstanding people they are. Thank you all for the time, support, and guidance you have blessed them with. You have truly incredible kids. In addition to the 17 honorees on stage, we also have very important community and district members here with us this morning that I would like to recognize. We have Colerain Administrators Principal Aaron Davis and Assistant Principal of the Class of 2022, Aaron Kenny Levine. Northwest Local School District Board members, including President Mark Gilbert, Vice President Matt Teetsort, and Nicole Talby. Northwest Local School District Administrators, including our Superintendent, Darrell Yater, Public Relations Coordinator, Lindsay Creasy. Thank you each for being an active part of our community and your support as we celebrate the academic achievement of our students. Now I'd like to introduce a small group of district and staff members to each address our 2022 Summas. First, Ms. Erin Davis, Principal of Colerain High School.
Thank you. I feel like we were just here about 12 hours ago. But again, I just want to truly thank each and every one of you for your hard work and dedication. You are Colerain, and that's what makes us so proud to be a community. So I appreciate all that you do in the classroom, outside of the classroom, and in our community. It truly is, makes me proud and is something I'm very thankful for. I want to thank the parents and students who are friends and supports and your other family members because, like I said last night, this to me is a team effort. This isn't about one student, one teacher, one family member. This takes a group. This takes a village. So I really appreciate everyone, your support throughout all of the years, starting in kindergarten until now. So I don't want to take up too much time, but truly everything Ms. Frederick said, I would like to echo. You know, we saw much of this change throughout COVID, and it's so exciting to bring this back and be able to take the time to properly honor each and every one of you. Goodness, you left the crying slide here. Thanks. But no, it's just because we're super proud. So I appreciate all of you and thank you very much for your hard work and dedication. I wish you nothing but the best. So thank you. Next.
Thank you, Mrs. Erin Davis. Next, President of our Board of Education, Mr. Mark Gilbert.
Good morning. Thank you for the invite to come and speak to this group. On behalf of the Board of Education, we couldn't be any more proud of you for all your successes. To the students here, you're almost there. You are so close to the finish line in this season of your life. I want to recognize the parents. Great job. You have had so many curveballs thrown at you, especially the past few years. You made it to this milestone. You have successfully supported, encouraged, and held your students accountable to their dream of becoming a Summa. Congratulations, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. To our staff, thank you for staying strong, for being flexible and adapting over the past few years, all the while trying to keep a steady crosshair for our students so that they can get to this point in their lives. Summas, I know many of you. Thank you for being such wonderful friends for my daughter and being peers and supports. Many of you have been friends since elementary school. You have invested and developed in lifelong friendships. You have stayed focused. You've kept your crosshairs steady on the goal of graduating as summa cum laude. The recent few years reminds me a little of boot camp. A preparation for what's coming for you next in your lives, a new and uncharted road. However, because of your effort and your hard work and your determination, you are prepared for what's coming next. You of all graduating classes from Colerain have been resilient and determined to succeed, and we could not be any more proud of you. Congratulations. Take a minute to reflect on your achievements and successes and the hurdles and falls that you have overcome. My last comment is this: your hard work and grades are tremendous successes. How you treat others and how you impact the world is your legacy. Long after you're gone, people will remember the impact that you had on them and those around them. Always keep that in the forefront of your daily direction. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gilbert. Next, Northwest Local School District Superintendent, Mr. Darrell Yater.
Thank you. Congratulations. On behalf of the entire district, we are so proud of all of you for this accomplishment. And I just want to take a moment and acknowledge the fact that this journey didn't start when you stepped into Colerain High School as ninth graders. You've been on this journey for a very long time, and the habits and the characteristics that you've developed that brought you here started way back before you actually took a step into any of the schools. It started with your families, and you developed those, and they were cultivated in the classrooms and the ball fields and the stages and the performances that you've been involved in ever since you began that journey. And those habits, those characteristics that have brought you here are the ones that will continue to be cultivated as you leave and start your next journey, and they will carry you through the next journey that you are on. So on behalf of all of your teachers who you've had over the years, all of the staff who have impacted you in some way or another, congratulations, and know that we are extremely proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yater. Last but not least, a teacher at Colerain High School who has spent 32 years inspiring students. She has been a math teacher in our district for the past 22, and specifically at Colerain for the past 11 years. But is of particular importance to this group of students because most of them chose her as the person who supported them to the most to attain Summa status. And she has a few words for the group, Ms. Kari Vaughn.
Good morning. Thought I could do this without my glasses, but that's not going to happen. All right. Good morning, students, parents, faculty, and friends. I'm honestly a little shocked, but definitely honored to have been chosen to speak to you today. I've been told I talk fast, so I'll try to keep it under control, and I'll try not to cry. Crusty exterior, marshmallow interior. As Mrs. Frederick said, last year was extremely difficult on many people for various reasons. However, I had the absolute pleasure of being trapped in a room for 6.5 hours every day with 10 of the coolest teenagers I know, most of whom are on the stage and on the floor. And despite the challenges of last year, I was surprisingly able to convince most of the rest of them to spend a year with me in person. It's often said that youth is wasted on the young. And while I understand the gist is that experiences gained as we grow older could be put to much better use when we're younger, I'm not so sure I agree. With youth comes the anticipation of a next step into waters as yet uncharted. It brings a little bit of fear of the unknown that excites the endorphins. The young tend to laugh quicker at silly things, like sneaking by undetected in a game of Among Us. That's all we did last year. Actually returning a volleyball over the tennis net. Guessing a ridiculously awful telestration. Hearing a vocabulary word in stats that maybe reminds them of something else. When those of us more experienced may find them less amusing. They are emboldened to press on when they walk down a hallway of cheers, get accepted to the college of their dreams, sign that letter of intent, or hear that round of applause for performance well received. The stresses of youth are often temporary and individualized and can be reduced with a white lightning cold brew with sweet foam, especially if purchased by a friend. These young people have the opportunity to make mistakes not often tolerated from the not so young. They can look forward to finding new ways to learn and grow. Their youth allows them to see things through lenses uncolored by the experiences of life. They have the advantage of making each tomorrow a little bit better than today. I've had the privilege of witnessing the benefits of youth from most of the young people in front of you, and I personally am excited to see what else they can accomplish. They're collectively and individually destined for greatness. From all of this, I am certain that youth is most definitely not wasted on these young. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kari Vaughn. Summas, you each have a certificate that includes a word cloud of adjectives that define your character. Staff members who have interacted with you over the past few years have gotten to know you, have contributed words that they felt defined each of you, and hopefully will be a great keepsake for you to remind yourself of your time, commitment, experiences, and impact that you've each had on our community. For the remainder of our program this morning, we'll be taking the time to highlight the accomplishment and background of each of our students, on stage and on the floor. Each of these students have achieved summa cum laude, and by reading a short biography for each of these students, we will then conclude with a video. Please hold your applause until we have read through all the student bios. Summas, when I say your name, stand up, hold whatever you have, and then you feel free to sit back down. Kylie, you ready? Okay. Kylie Burke is currently a member of National Honor Society as well as the Principal's Advisory Committee and is a class officer. She plays soccer, basketball, and softball, and her most memorable high school experience was playing and participating in the 2019 Breast Cancer Awareness Soccer Game. Kylie is left-handed, has taught herself how to play the guitar and ukulele, and has broken 12 bones. Her favorite class at Colerain was AP Calc, and her advice to underclassmen is to not be afraid to get involved. Something that you may not be interested in at first could end up being one of your favorite parts of high school. Kylie is planning to attend the University of Tennessee to major in kinesiology and would like to recognize her sister, Mallory Burke, for inspiring her journey to becoming a Summa. Kylie Burke. Landry Danielson is currently a member of National Honor Society, Chess Club, and Robotics Club. He is also a member of Colerain's cross-country team. His most memorable high school experience has been participating in Robotics Club and appreciates the engineering skills he has learned from participating and now knows how to design, build, and document a robot. Landry is self-motivated, interested in space, and has always been curious about determining how things function. His favorite class at Colerain was, you guessed it, engineering and robotics. And his advice to underclassmen is to never give up on school. There are countless people willing to help you excel if you find the courage to ask for help when needed. Landry is planning to attend the University of Cincinnati to major in aerospace engineering and would like to recognize his mother, Stacy Danielson, who has supported the development of his time management skills and promoting academic excellence. Landry Danielson. Donald Fox. Donald is currently the treasurer of National Honor Society and a class officer. He is also involved in swimming, and his most memorable high school experience has been working on cars with his friends. Don is an Eagle Scout, does professional go-karting, and is a cancer survivor. His favorite class at Colerain was Honors World History, and his advice to underclassmen is to always be yourself and to not let others tell you who you are. Don is planning to attend the University of Cincinnati to major in informational technology and would like to recognize both of his parents for inspiring his journey to becoming a Summa. Donald Fox. Hannah Gilbert. Hannah is currently the secretary of National Honor Society and a member of the Future Educators Club, Student Senate, Key Club, Environmental Science Club, as well as the Colerain Wind Symphony. She is also a member of the CHS Girls Golf Team, a wrestleette, and participates in a co-op program through the Cardinals Credit Union. Her most memorable high school experience was playing card games and volleyball on the tennis courts every day with her competitive cohort. She also will never forget when she helped at Montfort Heights and the third graders said her laugh sounded like an evil witch. I guess we have to work on that because she wants to be a teacher. I'm just kidding. Your laugh is fine. You'll be great. She has 8 chickens, has been on a mission trip to Haiti, and her favorite TV show is The Office. Her favorite class at Colerain was AP Calc. writing on the windows and dry erase markers, and eating Weaver's wife's cookies, specifically chocolate chip, were the highlights. And her advice to underclassmen is to cherish the time you have at Colerain and always take time to appreciate those around you. Hannah is planning to attend the University of Cincinnati to major in middle school and special education and would like to recognize her family for always pushing her out of her comfort zone to be as successful as possible. Hannah Gilbert. Olivia Haubiel. Olivia is currently the Vice President of National Honor Society, a class officer, and a member of the CHS Chamber Choir. She is also a member of Show Cards, and her most memorable experience is going out for recess every day during junior year with Chisholm and Ritchie's cohorts to play volleyball. Olivia loves to paint and draw, wants to be a psychiatrist, and her favorite book is Perks of Being a Wallflower. Her favorite class at Colerain was AP Psych, and her advice to underclassmen is to not stress about the little things, to take life one thing at a time, and know that everything will always work out. Olivia is planning to attend the University of Cincinnati to major in psychology and would like to recognize her father, Brian Haubiel, for inspiring her journey to becoming a Summa. Olivia Haubiel. Next, Olivia Keenan. Olivia is currently a member of the CHS Marching Band and Winter Winds, as well as the academic quiz team. She also plays softball and participates in cross country. Her most cherished high school experiences have been the memories she has made by participating in marching band. Livy takes 5 band classes this year, wants to play in a professional symphony, and is doing drum corps this summer. Her favorite class at Colerain has been Wind Symphony, and her advice to underclassmen is to get involved because it makes school more fun and motivating, and also naturally helps you make friends, as well as know your teachers and coaches more. Livy is planning to attend Temple University to major in music performance, concentrated on percussion, and would like to thank Mr. Paige for inspiring her journey to becoming a Summa. Olivia Keenan. Hunter Kirk. Hunter is currently a member of the Environmental Science Club, Drama Club, Marching Band, Show Cards, and National Honor Society. His most memorable high school experiences consisted of this year's Show Cards competition season, supporting the tech crew, as well as participating in band. Hunter's favorite hobby is playing video games. He is funny and tries to always treat other people the best that he can. Hunter's favorite class at Colerain was freshman English with Cooney, as well as the amazing courses he has had completed through his Butler Tech Mechatronics program. His advice to underclassmen is to get involved. Some great experiences with others are waiting for you, but you have to make the first step. Hunter is planning to attend Ohio University to major in mechanical engineering and would like to thank his mother, who is a teacher herself, for supporting and pushing him to achieve academic success. Hunter Kirk. Cyrus McCane. Cyrus has been a member of the Colerain Marching Band, Chess Club, and Cards and Games Club, and his most memorable high school experience were made through participating in the Colerain High School Marching Band. Cyrus plays the trombone, is a fan of pro wrestling, and plays as well as collects Pokemon cards. His favorite class at Colerain was Honors Pre-Calc, and his advice for underclassmen is to have fun, but know when to keep your head down to focus so you can accomplish what needs to be done for the day. Cyrus is planning to attend the University of Cincinnati to major in economics and would like to thank his mother, Sheila, for pushing him to care about and prioritize his academic success while attending Colerain. Cyrus McCane. Next, Keira Petrocelli. Keira is a member of Show Cards, Book Club, Environmental Science Club, and her most memorable high school experience was during sophomore year when she had the chance to visit Butler Tech campuses, since this helped her solidify her career path in law. Keira was born in China. Her favorite hobby is reading, and she wants to become a prosecutor and eventually work her way to becoming a judge. Her favorite class at Colerain was AP Lit and Composition, and her advice to underclassmen is to not dwell on the one bad grade or mistake because once you leave high school, it will be the memories with friends that you've made that will have the biggest impact. She plans to attend the University of Cincinnati to major in law and society and would like to thank her sister Victoria for supporting and encouraging her to pursue the highest academic success she can while in high school. Keira Petrocelli. Next, Kaydence parents. Katie is a member of the National Honor Society, plays softball and volleyball, and her most memorable high school experience has been being involved in sports during her freshman year, as well as the bond she made with her 7th Bell third floor study hall class. Katie's unique qualities are her personality, her love for her friends and family, and her very strong work ethic. Her favorite classes at Colerain have been her math classes, and her advice to underclassmen is not to give up on yourself or doubt that you can do something. She appreciates the support of her counselor, Mrs. Gilbert, as well as Mr. Halls, and wants to remind everyone that if you don't try, you'll never know what you are truly capable of accomplishing. Katie plans to attend HPU to study nursing after graduation and would like to thank her mother, Tiffany Kurt, for inspiring her to accomplish her academic achievements. Kaydence Pierce. Next, Rebecca Senior. Becca is the president of Student Senate, the co-president of Key Club, the National Honor Society historian, and the secretary of the Environmental Science Club. She is a member of the CHS women's varsity golf team and is a member of the Wind Symphony. Becca plays the flute, has broken 5 bones, and has played golf for 7 years, and their family pet is a dog named T, who they found on a golf course. Becca's favorite class at Colerain was Algebra 2, and her most memorable high school experience was Vaughn's cohort during junior year as they decorated the doors with the pictures of the students' faces, painted ceiling tiles, and played volleyball to get through it. Her message to underclassmen is centered around growth. High school is a raw experience that is designed to be unnerving at times. However, discomfort is vital to growth. So we have to accept the normality of distancing ourselves from the comforts which hinder our willingness to have diversified experiences. Becca plans to attend Purdue to major in biology and would like to thank her family, friends, and Mrs. Gilbert in supporting her academic success. Rebecca Senior. Next, Paige Smith. Paige is a member of the National Honor Society, plays softball and tennis, and is in orchestra. Paige is a twin, actually has a missing tooth, and her most memorable high school experience was playing volleyball with her cohort. Her favorite class at Colerain was also Algebra 2, and her advice to underclassmen is to have fun but prioritize school. Paige is planning to attend the University of Cincinnati to major in biology and would like to thank her friends for pushing her to accomplish her academic achievements. Paige Smith. Almost there. Next, Timothy Smith. Tim has been dedicated to wrestling throughout high school, and his most memorable high school experiences have consisted of times traveling for wrestling and competing in wrestling tournaments. His favorite class at Colerain has been Introduction to Construction, and his very wise advice to underclassmen is to put in the effort now so you can benefit and relax later. Tim's compassion for others, his drive to succeed, and his personality are all unique qualities that have helped him succeed. He plans to attend Wabash College to study engineering and would like to thank his mother, Teresa, for pushing him to accomplish and succeed in school and beyond. Timothy Smith. Next, Hawa Sao. Hawa is the president of National Honor Society as well as a member of the French National Honor Society and is also a member of Show Cards, Student Senate, Principals Advisory Committee, Creative Writing Club, and Northwest Local School District's Educational Visioning Team. Her most memorable high school experience was traveling to Disney World with the music department over spring break. Hawa can recite the prologue of Romeo and Juliet from memory, loves watching musical theater at the Aronoff Center for the Arts, has traveled to 3 different foreign countries, and her favorite TV show is Criminal Minds. Her favorite class at Colerain was Honors English 2, and her advice to underclassmen is to persevere, to be kind, and give beyond yourself. Hawa plans to attend The Ohio State University, go Bucks, to major in communication and journalism, and would like to thank both of her parents for supporting and pushing her to achieve academic success. Hawa Sao. Next, Elijah Thacker. Elijah is a class officer and a member of the Robotics Club, Baking Club, Chess Club, National Honor Society, and Orchestra. He plays soccer and tennis, and his most memorable high school experience has been working late nights with the robotics teams to complete their robot. Elijah has played soccer for 12 years, composes music in his spare time, and will already be earning his associate's degree in engineering as he graduates from high school. His favorite class at Colerain has been engineering, and his advice for underclassmen is to take advantage of the opportunities at Colerain. You may not realize it now, but you will not always have the ability to participate in the extracurriculars, sports, and additional classes that we have access to through CHS. Elijah plans to attend the University of Cincinnati, University of Cincinnati, to study mechanical engineering, and would like to thank his father, Robert, for inspiring his journey to becoming a Summa. Elijah Thacker. Next, Catherine Vu. Catherine is a member of National Honor Society, Key Club, Student Senate, and Environmental Science Club. She is fluent in Vietnamese, has been out of the country, and can play the piano. Her most memorable high school experience was volunteering at Montfort Heights Elementary because spending time with the third graders immediately brightened up her day. Catherine's favorite class at Colerain was AP Calc, even though it was first bell at 8 a.m., because she enjoyed working with her math partner and getting to know her teacher, Mr. Weaver. Her advice to underclassmen is to do what makes you happy without worrying about what others may think of you. Catherine is planning to attend Boston College to major in biology and would like to thank both of her parents because they are the ones who believed in her abilities and encourage her every day to be the best person and student that she can be. Catherine Vu. Last but not least, Corbin Zint. Corbin is a member of National Honor Society and plays soccer, tennis, and swimming. His most memorable high school experience was when the Cards defeated Mason 1-0 his senior year of playing for Colerain Soccer. Go Cards. Corbin's family is from England. His great-grandmother, who lives there still, is 103 years old. He has been on over 80 camping trips across his lifetime so far, all across the U.S., and he loves video editing and filming. His favorite class at Colerain was also AP Calc, and his advice to underclassmen is to not be afraid to expand your friendships because you will find you have more in common with people than you think. Corbin plans to attend Bowling Green State University to major in forensic chemistry and would like to thank his mother for inspiring his journey to becoming a Summa. Corbin Zint.